Hey everybody, we just got done reviewing the entire series or season of Echo. So go look for that video and see what we thought of that show. Echo visits a diner, and unfortunately we don't get to see her order what food she was gonna get. That was sad for me because you know me, I love to watch food on movies and TV shows. Um, I was in Lubbock for one day. I had to do on Saturday. I had to go pick up something, so I only had a little bit of time there. And Michael had recommended this restaurant, said it was the best burger in Lubbock, so I had to go check it out because I love burgers. It was good. Good recommendation, Michael. What's it called again?
All American Eatery.
All American Eatery and Catering Company or something like that. So if you're ever in the town of Lubbock, go there for a good burger. That got me thinking, what makes a good burger? What can we do to construct the best burger? And we're going to build this from the ground up. So we got to start with bun. What's going on? Everyone's looking to the right.
My dog did something over there.
Sorry, someone just slammed the door at my apartment and my entire wall shook. Yeah.
And the dog heard it.
Yeah,
she's like
Thomas.
He's in danger.
So we're gonna build the perfect burger ground up, and we're gonna start with the bun. What are you guys doing for a bun? Is it just a classic white bread bun? Is it
a nice brioche bun?
I'll say
I like brioche.
I don't know what that brioche means.
So we're at 3 brioches. Mike, what are you using on a bun? Are you a sesame seed guy?
No. I don't mind sesame seeds, but I like buns that are really, really thick, big fluffy ones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Thick, fluffy buns. I don't like
that. Would explain your recommendation.
Yeah, because they have real big buns.
Michael likes the real big buns.
So brioche has,
and he cannot lie.
Brioche has more eggs and butter, so it's a little more rich.
It's yellow. Looks good.
They're soft though. They're soft buns.
I'm not opposed to sesame seeds. They just don't make a difference to me. Like
I like sesame seeds.
Just makes me think about Burger King, and I'm like,
it just it reminds me of the past, and I like it.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is, like, if there was a sesame seed bun and just a regular bun, I wouldn't care which one they gave me. Like, I don't care. I don't hate either. I just makes no difference to me.
So we're going with brioche on top. Michael likes it thick, so a thick brioche bun.
Yeah, because it can't be like Five Guys, because their buns disintegrate. So you need a hefty bun.
They're also only like that big. So
also, Michael's right. You need to put a little butter and then toast it on the grill.
That's good. That's really good. I like that. I like the toasted bun.
I will say toasted buns over plain buns, though. Like,
yeah, they do that in and out. I like that. So, what do you guys think about pretzel buns? I think they're good.
A bit much.
It's a bit much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and that's the thing too, is if you toast them, they almost get too hard. So
that's so gourmet places can charge you like $15 for a burger. It doesn't really do anything, but
I would prefer to have a brioche or a white.
It's gotta be brioche, guys. I'm telling you. Trust me on this.
Michael, we're gonna have to.
I gotta figure out where to get a brioche burger somewhere.
Yeah. Pretzel, I think, just overpowers the meat a little. It's like
I could see that.
It's a little more chewy too, so you gotta work a little harder.
In your teeth.
So we got the top level, which is bun. We go down to the cheese. Let's go down to the cheese. Cheese is important. I like cheddar, but what are you guys thinking?
I like a real sharp cheddar.
Real sharp cheddar. I like that. Michael?
I'd probably go cheddar for just a classic burger, but I also do like the oh no, it starts with a P. Help me out here. I keep thinking
pepper jack.
Pepper jack. I was thinking pepper jack. I was like, why do I have
a little?
If you're getting creative, you go with the pepper jack. But if you just want a classic burger,
it's got to be cheddar. Yeah, agreed.
Thomas, we know you're not a cheese man, so you're going without cheese.
I mean, it's not that I don't like some cheeses. It's also I don't like cheeses with certain things. Like I like cheese on pizza. I like cheese in lasagna, and sometimes I like some Parmesan cheese in like spaghetti. But
not on a burger.
It's too much. It's too much.
He's a hamburg. He likes his hamburgs.
The reason why I don't like cheese on a lot of things is because once you add the cheese, that's all I taste, and I don't like the taste of cheese, like overall.
I could eat.
And
cheese
I get
out of the
mad. I've seen you
A
eat
lot
cheese
of
out of the
it.
bag, and it's disgusting. But when you put something, or when you put cheese on something, you cannot take it off. It is pretty much permanently
It's not
attached.
you can't uncheese something.
You cannot uncheese something. This sounds like the most Larry David thing I've ever said. You cannot uncheese a piece of food. It is there permanently. Like I've gotten the only time, and Jared can attest to this. I don't care if you get my order wrong. If I order steak and they brought halibut, I'd be like, I don't care. Cool. I'm very non-confrontational. But if they put cheese on a burger,
He will cry. He will throw a fit.
I get so pissed, and I'm like,
cheesy tears.
it's not that hard. No cheese, no cheese, and it's just That's
a good hamburger hits the spot every once in a while. If I don't go cheese, I gotta have mayo on it though.
I'm not really a mayo guy on burgers, just because normally people do way too much. It's so
if I have cheese, I don't need mayo.
Any condiments that they overdo is way too much too, though.
So let's talk about condiments. We'll go back to cheese later. Okay, let's finish cheese real fast.
I was gonna say finish cheese.
We said cheddar.
Thomas,
what do you guys think about
it up?
pepper jack if you're fancy? Jared said.
I feel like also pepper jack goes well if you're doing like a barbecue kind of burger.
Yeah, I feel like we're just trying to make the ultimate cheeseburger.
Burgers got to be
Okay, quick question. How much cheese is too much cheese? Because I've seen those guys that like melt the cheese onto the burger. Okay. But then I've seen like people who absolutely love that.
I like a melted cheese on the burger.
Two slices. Two slices.
I think I sent Michael that one where they just basically encase a burger in cheese.
Yeah, that's a little much.
That's just
I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, not big
just
like
a bit much.
Not big on like a queso burger where it's like
that usually is overpowering. It's delicious, but it's all you can taste.
There is one like I forgot one of the cheeses. I think it's provolone. And
provolone's very mild.
It's something that that's probably why I like provolone. Is they do it up north. They have these cookers that are so they have the hamburger, right? Well, they finish off the hamburger in like a steam broiler.
Oh yeah.
And then they add the cheese while it's steaming. I'm like, honestly, I would probably try that. That sounds kind of good.
Right, what do you guys
Swiss though?
I don't know what it. I don't know what it is.
It is a white cheese.
It's a white cheese.
I don't think it's sandwich cheese.
Oh, isn't it Monterey?
It might be Monterey, and I don't mind Monterey.
What are you guys feeling on a Juicy Lucy? Which is where they put the cheese inside the meat patty.
No.
That's disgusting.
And the cheese just like bursts out.
You lost the turn, Joel. So you lost the turn.
You're not having a proper burger if you're eating that.
It reminds me of those stupid lunch meats where they put the cheese.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
With it, it's
the nastiest cheese that's ever existed. Oh my gosh.
That's also like where I've gotten like tricked at a barbecue place where they're like, "Oh, all beef sausage, awesome! I love all beef sausage." And you cut it into it, and you take a bite, and there's this like cheese crap inside the.
Now, if it's
I like a cheddar. What? Yeah,
then it's
cheddar
amazing.
works.
I don't. That was I was expecting just like all beef, and like, nope, that's not all beef. You said all beef, and that is beef and cheese. I do not want that.
All right, let me get my controversial condiment.
Are we on condiments yet? Are we moving to condiments?
We've already talked enough cheese. We're going with cheddar.
No more cheese.
Okay.
Here's my opinion about condiments on a burger.
Okay, this is the sauces, right?
If you're
just the sauces, okay.
A burger should only have mayo if you need a condiment. I don't believe mustard belongs on a burger.
No,
mustard belongs on a ham sandwich, but not on a burger.
This is wrong.
Because it's like the cheese thing with Thomas. If I have mustard, it just all throughout the burger, and I'm like,
that's for any condiment though that I don't like.
You gotta be careful about condiments.
Yeah, because they get everywhere.
Like I said, if I'm not having cheese on it, I'll put mayo. But if I'm getting cheese on it, I like a little bit of mustard. Just a little bit, Jared.
No, none, Joseph.
Well,
So-
Michael, what are your feelings on condiments?
Always ketchup and mustard on a burger. Always.
You sick depraved
Ketchup
man.
and mustard.
Every time. No question.
Thomas?
Ketchup and mustard?
Mhm.
Ooh. Okay, so I like mayo on my burger, but I used to like mustard on my burger, but I've kind of transitioned over to mayo. Just like, oh, I kind of like that more. But I do like the combination sauce of ketchup and mayo, like special sauce, whatever.
Oh, like Thousand Island? That's dressing, but
Well, yeah, but not Thousand Island.
It's
Thousand
like
Island's
fry
different.
sauce.
Yeah,
I
fry
like
sauce.
Thousand
I like fry-
Island. You guys
I
like Thousand? Do you
No,
like
I
the
like
Cali
Thousand-
style?
I haven't had that
I
in
like
a
that-
long time.
I like Thousand Island because my favorite sandwich is the Reuben, but I do not like ketchup by itself. I think it's just I can't do it.
I don't like
Depends on the
ketchup
ketchup
as
now.
a thing.
Like now, if I have like a really sweet ketchup, it has to be like
Yeah.
lacking the sweetness. It's just too sweet.
Ketchup
otherwise.
is gotta be the worst condiment.
If you get a
Yeah.
spicy ketchup though, oh my Lanta,
like,
that is
Whataburgers-
good
even-
stuff.
Whataburgers like spicy ketchup is actually kind of good, like on potatoes. I kind of like that, like as a dipping sauce. I don't
If
like
you-
it smothered.
If you're
It's
gonna
a
have
weird.
if you're gonna have to have ketchup, it is that like
If you
Whataburger, like thick, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of it too is the consistency of it because like I've seen like the Heinz stuff where it's just like water. and I'm like,
Water.
oh God, no! Why
And-
would you put that on a
Yeah.
burger?
Thomas, if anyone is doing anything close to smothering something with ketchup, that is disgusting. You don't.
I've
smother
seen
things
people
with ketchup.
smother.
That
I've
is
seen people
disgusting.
smothering ketchup. Like, it's
fish
not-
sticks. I like fish sticks with a lot of ketchup.
I like the. I don't know what Alamo has. For Alamo has their fish and chips and whatever the heck sauce they
Vinegar.
have in it. The dipping sauce.
Oh, that's
I don't know
tartar
what it
sauce.
is. It's amazing.
oh,
Is it
tartar sauce to get for fish.
Oh, I like tartar sauce.
I'm not a
Is it-
huge fan of tartar sauce.
I like cocktail sauce.
Oh.
Yeah,
for,
me
like,
neither.
crab
I like
sauce.
cocktail sauce.
That's so good.
Cocktails like better ketchup.
See, if I'm doing like a fried fish, it's vinegar. I
But
love
cocktail
vinegar.
only works for fish.
Yeah.
You can't bring that to burgers or
Or
anything like
burgers,
that.
yeah.
It stays
That
with
would
the.
be that's too watery. That's way
Yeah.
too watery for
So
me.
we're agreed. Ketchup sucks. You gotta have like an artisanal ketchup. You
Yeah,
gotta-
It's gotta
really-
be. It's fancy as heck because it's gotta
Yeah,
be thick.
it's
Fancy
Even if like an
thick,
organic
right.
one isn't sweet like the other ones are. The other ones are so
Yeah.
sweet. Organics is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it's very condiments really divide the people because I like mustard. Some of you
How-
guys like mustard.
How are
Jared,
we having
no
this conversation
mustard.
without Alex? By the way,
I know.
it's gonna be so mad.
Mayo is controversial.
Dude, my
Like I
dad,
said-
you saying mayo, anything. He'll literally smother anything in mayo. Like a burger
I mean-
sandwich or something like that. I'm like, oh God.
We
You don't need a smother. You need a thin layer.
Yeah, mayo is very, very delicate.
But is your
This
dad
is-
McDonald's where you just go?
That's what he is. Yes.
he's got those guns. That,
He makes a like a ham and cheese sandwich. Like, I mean, it's just like a layer this thick of mayo.
Oh.
It's just like,
I do like a lot of mayo on chicken. Like it's a chicken sandwich. I do like
oh,
a
okay,
lot
okay,
of mayo.
okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you just meant like
I
on
thought
a
just, like-
chicken, you're just like
yeah,
buttering
yeah.
it.
Oh,
but with
yeah,
mayo.
buttering I will. Or I've seen people put mayo on hot dogs, and I'm like,
I do
Jared
that.
used to
That's
do
weird.
that. Yeah.
I still do that, but I don't do it as much because
Bizarre.
He doesn't like hot dogs.
most people don't have it. So
well, I was just like, this doesn't seem like a combination.
it's the
I'd
only
like.
way I can eat hot dogs. I like mayo and hot dogs.
See, I love mustard on hot dog. Mustard.
Yeah,
on hot dog.
that's just me.
Honestly, I can eat anything on the hot dog because I don't care about it.
Okay, so we've go back to the burger. We got the bun, we got the meat, we got the cheese, we got our condiment of choice. What about toppings? We're gonna throw veggies. What kind of veggies
I'll
are
tell
we
you-
throwing on it?
Oh, you want me to tell you the numper one topping you have to have on every burger?
Pickles?
If it's
No,
a classic
it's-
burger, it's pickles.
We're doing veggies.
Is it pickle veggie? Yeah,
Yes,
that-
pickles
Yeah.
are
you
veggie.
have to have pickles.
I
on your
don't
burger.
like pickles on.
I
burgers.
love
It is
a
the most
nice pickle spear on the
wonderful-
side.
Yes, it's got to be on
Mm.
the side.
You get that bite and it's like boom, burst of flavor. What the heck is this? Like salty and then shapow of the wonderful.
I'll take them
joy.
out and eat them
Ugh.
separately, but
I- I will say
love
that
pickles on
I do
burgers.
that more than actually eating pickles with a burger. Is I like make sure they don't have cheese on it for one, and then I take the pickles out and I'll just eat the pickles by themselves.
That's
Yeah, I
don't
don't
know
like
why.
pickles with stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. That's like my favorite
Okay.
thing with the burger.
Well, okay, let's go with
Here's
this.
my
What
answer.
Kind of,
Oh,
what kind of pickles are you choosing?
Just like classic soury pickles. We're not doing no sweet pickles. That's disgusting.
oh, those are
Okay,
gross.
so dill. Okay,
Yeah.
My dad will eat those sweet ones by themselves, and I'm like, oh,
That's like an old. That's like an older like bread pickle. Like
yeah, those are gross.
Bread and butter
was
pickles. Or
bread and
whatever.
butter. Yeah,
Nasty
that's and those are gross. I'm sorry.
That's nasty stuff.
Okay, Jared, go with your.
Okay, if we're building, this is my veggies. If it was for me, but we're building the ultimate one, for me it'd be lettuce, grilled mushrooms, and that's about it. But since we're doing a classic burger, lettuce, tomato, onion if you have to. I'm not putting onion no matter what, but if
I like
if you want
sauteed
classic,
Yeah.
see, caramelized onions would be nice.
Yes,
caramelized
yes,
onions are
grilled.
good.
So let's
onions
go
I
with
like.
that. Let's go with that. So
Okay. I like lettuce.
tomato,
What kind of lettuce? Are we doing leafy or are we doing shredded?
leafy.
I like shredded.
You can really
it
go
depends-
either way with that.
It depends on the size of the burger. If you have a flat burger, I like leafy. If it's a tall burger, I like shredded.
Yeah, I'm kind of either or. with that
Mostly
one.
because like if you put a leafy on a tall burger, you have a leaf that extends out like this far, and that's just awkward. With
Then
with
you
the
gotta go
shredded
around-
lettuce. Yeah, exactly. With
And
shredded,
it's got to
you
be
just, like,
fresh,
crumble it.
leafy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All of it has to be fresh. It's just nasty old lettuce sogging up my burger. Gross. Yeah.
Yellow lettuce. You're like, oh,
Subway lettuce in there. Yeah. there you
So
go.
I'm not a veggie guy. I don't need veggies on my burger. But
Well, okay, so grilled or sauteed mushrooms, like in butter. Same with onions. Lettuce. It all depends if I have like mayo or not, because I like mayo with lettuce. If no mayo, I would just say dry. Tomato, I never eat it. I'm not upset it's there. I instantly just take it off. I don't care.
I rarely have a tomato on a burger that I'm like, that's a good tomato. I feel like they just
Yeah,
take the cheap bin
worst
tomatoes. Like you get, if
tomatoes.
it's
Yeah.
a good tomato, I'm like, yes.
they're not even like ripe tomatoes. They're just like,
oh, you know the worst,
yeah.
or it looks like it's the end of the tomato.
Yeah.
The heel,
butt.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's why I'm just like, the risk isn't worth it for me with tomatoes. I'm like, no, tomato.
let's X the tomatoes then.
Yeah.
Throw them out. I'm going shredded lettuce and grilled onions on mine. Okay, here's where it gets controversial again. Bacon. Do we add bacon to our cheeseburger? Anyone?
Bacon. I mean, I
He's-
would never say no to bacon. I
Yeah.
will take bacon any second of any day.
That's like, do we have extra money? Yeah, put the bacon on there.
I like bacon. Thomas, I know you're conflicted on the bacon. No bacon.
Honestly, I forgot to say I also like avocado on my bacon.
oh God, get out of here. Throw your
Oh,
burger in
we're
the
gonna-
trash. You don't deserve it.
We're gonna do add
No, throw your bacon piece of crap out of the way.
No,
Get
get the
outta here. Get outta
avocado.
here.
Get your mush out of here, Thomas. That
No.
doesn't belong here.
I'm gonna put it on my burger and enjoy it.
Like
Mm.
pounded bleh.
You like your green mash that doesn't do anything. It's just there.
It's like they took baby food and just like wrapped it in this fake little thing. Like, this is the new plant, guys.
What kind of bacon are we having? Well, like,
Thick
what's
bacon.
your choice bacon?
Thick.
Thick?
Thick bacon.
I like a thin bacon.
Crispy or a little bit fatty?
little bit fatty.
Little
There
fatty.
you go.
Little fatty. Okay, any other add-ons? Thomas said avocado, which is a disaster. But is there any other add-ons that you guys would like?
How do you guys
Dude,
feel
we-
about
Pile
when
it
you're-
on, all right.
when you're adding in like sides? Like if they put an onion ring in there, or if you put a fries in your
Depends on the
burger?
burger, because if you put an onion ring, it's now a Western
bar-
burger. And
yeah.
you need, like,
Well, also
barbecue
barbecue
you
sauce.
can't have
sauce.
too much moisture inside of something when you have an onion ring on there, because it just makes the breading soggy.
I feel like
Like,
you
if I
just got
was
real
doing-
serious about onion rings.
Yeah.
Well, no, I like onion rings on my burger, but the thing is, like, I just like the onion rings, and that's about it. If I'm doing that, because if you add any moisture to it, the breading just slides off the onion.
Okay.
This is me.
If we have green chilies, I'd put them on there.
What
Yeah,
about
green chilies.
where we land on
Mm.
eggs? Everybody like eggs on
Yeah.
it?
Oh
Uh,
God, yes.
God, yes.
God,
I don't-
yes.
Over
think it's
easy,
like
so it's kind
them,
of
but-
trippy.
That's good stuff.
It's
dude.
okay.
Okay,
I can
one
go
of my-
without.
One of my favorite ones is the barbecue burger that we have here at Caprock, and to have an egg on that is amazing. That's like,
I could go either way on
I'm
eggs.
so hungry, guys. I didn't eat dinner before this. You're killing me
no.
right now.
Dang.
This is like the worst
You're
bonus stuff
killing
for
me.
him.
Well, we started recording right around dinner time.
I
so
got
it's
home
like-
and took a shower, and then I got excited about my toaster, and then I got on.
Okay, so I think we built the classic burger, like Jared said. What about alternative burgers? For me, I like a good patty melt. which is it's on slices of bread and it's got grilled onions and
Yeah.
usually kind of like a peppery jack sauce. What about you guys? Alternative style burgers.
Just like barbecue.
Jared mentioned the Western.
At All American, we talk about that. I can't remember if you guys got it. The David, the Red Raider burger with Johnny Nari got it. The what I'm trying to say,
Oh, with
brisket.
the
There you go.
brisket?
Jesus. Brisket on a barbecue sauce. Although it is a little every time I get it when I usually get that when we do the work lunches there, but
That was gigantic.
it makes me real thirsty, and it doesn't have the right balance. It needs if it had pickles. Oh my god, I wonder if they would put pickles in it for me. That would make it perfect because it would have.
I'm sure they'd be like, yeah.
It would have the great balance of like too much savory and salty, but then you get that splash of pickle that's like, I'm ready for round two. I'm ready for round two. Oh man, I gotta ask him for pickles next time we go. Holy,
I can do without the mockery, but a double burger with peanut butter and bacon.
I still have never tried the peanut butter burger.
I know, because you shame yourself.
Peanut butter burger. I've never considered that.
It's
It's a
good.
thing they have it at
It's real
restaurants.
good.
It
Mhm.
seems like it would be like really.
They have it at Sonic right now.
Jared, if I buy the ingredients, will you make me a peanut butter burger?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not a hard burger.
I want you to do. I have burger meat right now.
Okay, I know all of you
I
make
have
your own
peanut butter.
burgers at home. Do you do the half chuck, half beef patty, or do you do anything to your patties? Just all beef?
It's
Just
all beef,
whatever's
yeah.
cheap
All
at the
beef.
at the market.
It's
I
good.
do the
I'm-
half. I do the
I'm
half
got that.
chuck, half beef.
I try to get at least
Oh,
like 20% fat with it.
I've had
Mhm.
those mixed ones, like you were saying, Jared. They're good. I like Angus, of course. What about temp? I like a real bloody burger.
No, I don't like bloody like ground
Yeah, I
beef.
don't
It
either,
has to
really.
be pretty well.
Really,
As long as
Mhm.
it's juicy, then I'm good with it.
Although I eat steaks
not-
like basically raw, but
I
sometimes
know
my
that's weird because I like my steak a little more. I like it
Oh.
medium. I like a medium steak.
No, my steak has to be bloody, but my
love
hamburger needs to be
steak.
cooked.
I'm the opposite. I like a bloody burger.
I'm not picky at all. I'll just eat it. Like
Whatever temp it is,
pretty much, as long as it's not like stone cold, sure.
but like well done.
That's
If
my
it's
thing,
like
is I want it to be
burnt,
warm all the way through. Like if it
Well,
Yeah.
it can't be like stone cold, and it can't just be like it can't be this like color of my phone.
so
Say
not
that.
charred.
Not charred. I don't like. I mean, if there's some charring on it, that's always kind of nice to get a little crunch on the burger, like patty. But it cannot be burnt. It cannot be carbon.
Yeah.
So, I don't know carbon.
What else I was good? Jared mentioned the Western burger, which is good, which is onion rings, barbecue sauce. There was a place in Lubbock that does pastrami on the burger. That's really good.
would be good.
Where was that?
It's called Christakis. It's up on 34th Street.
Never heard
So
of it.
pastrami on a burger is really good.
I know it's a little bit more lean, but a bison burger is really nice.
Bison is good. I do like that. Anything else?
back?
What? Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Sorry, you guys all went robotic for a second.
Oh.
Sorry.
You
I do
just
like-
like you
Oh,
like
sorry.
buzzed up.
I do like bison burger, like Jared was saying.
Mhm.
The only thing I don't like about bison burgers, every time I get one, they always make the patty smaller, and I don't
Yeah.
like that. It needs to.
To save costs.
like that.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I want like a full size burger because I'm
Yeah.
paying more for it generally. So it's like,
Yeah.
come on, give me a full size here.
Jerry mentioned green chili. I live in New Mexico, so I eat a lot of green chili. It's got to be hot. If it's
Yeah.
mild, it kind of sucks. It's just like pickles on a ton of shredded pickles on your burger. It's
That
not
would
very
be the
good.
thing for me is that it's just too much. Like, okay, it has to be like the hot chilies or really like you're saying nothing. Because if they just put the pickle chilies on there, I'm just like, just give me pickles. Because
Yeah.
then I can just eat them. I'm not gonna eat just chilies.
Yeah. Anything else? Shake Shack. I don't know how many of you guys have that. They had these cherry peppers. That was really good.
I do like when they put like the jalapeno pepper or poppers in the burger.
Oh, really? Like
Those are pretty
kind of
good.
like the onion ring we were talking
Only
about.
been to Shake Shack once, and it was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. Just
Is that the
because
one
It's
that was
super
here
ex-
briefly?
no,
No.
No.
This was in DFW
With
when I was
Steak and
living in
Shake.
Arlington, and I remember going there and having to wait
Super
like
overpriced.
almost
yeah,
like
it's
an
too
hour
expensive.
for my order,
Dang.
which is like it shouldn't.
That's
be an
just
hour.
like a Dallas thing, though. You either have fast service or you wait 3 hours.
Yeah, I went
So
to Shake Shack in Scottsdale. It was super good. Burger, black and white shake. They had this thing called black and white shake, really good, but it is just too overpriced for a burger. So we could do that. Burger chains real fast. Which one's the best?
Are we doing fast food? Are we doing restaurant?
Jeez.
This is where we. This
No,
is where we
fast food.
all.
Well-
This is where we all like become not friends anymore.
Let's just keep it at fast food. And what first we got to throw out the ones that are only in certain states because I know, like Michael hasn't. You haven't had In-N-Out yet, have you?
Never had
So
it.
yeah, that's one of the best ones, and he's never had it. Shake Shack. Have you had Shake Shack?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we throw Shake Shack out. Fat Boy. I don't think
Never
any of
heard of
us. Yeah, throw Fat Boy out.
I had
Well-
Big Boy once. It was pretty good.
Big Boy is good, but that's more of a casual restaurant. And then what is the other one I'm thinking of? Here we have Blake's. I don't know if you guys
Would
had
you count
Blake's.
Whataburger as one? Because that's pretty much exclusive.
We've all had Whataburger though, so I know that.
Okay. I got you.
Michael.
Yeah,
Um,
I know.
Michael,
Although, okay, we
the
did
second
get
healthiest burger you can get at fast food.
It's true though.
Ew. Culver's, no one had Culver's
Disgusting.
but me
And it's
Jared, I think.
disgusting.
It's good. It's fine.
You get the meat is like this much. It's all bun and lettuce. It's terrible.
White Castle, I've only had the frozen one, so I don't know what
Same.
a
I've had
fresh White Castle.
I've had White Castle at the actual place.
Did you like it?
It was way too salty. Like,
Okay.
and I got it like at 1 a.m. I was like, okay, this apparently when it's like Waffle House. That's when you're supposed to go. Is when the drunk people are there. I'm like,
Oh dang! Have you guys had P. Terry's?
P. Terry's is great. You guys
Dang
haven't
it.
had it. That's another one you got to put on your list. Checkers is all right. I know Jonah hated it,
It's okay.
but Checkers is okay. I think that's all the regional ones. So we're leaving all those out. So you got to pick from.
what about Freddy's? Or have we
Yeah,
all
you-
had Freddy's?
You can
We've all
have
had
Freddy's.
Freddy's. I know
Okay.
we've all had Freddy's. Steak and Shake. Have we all had Steak and Shake?
Mhm.
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 Okay, so we've all had Steak and Shake. All right, so I think that's got it. What do we fall on Five Guys though? Is Five Guys fast food? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the most expensive fast food you can get, but it's fast
Especially
food. I wouldn't.
now, dude.
yeah, it's
like 30 bucks a
among me.
person.
Well,
Yeah,
it's either
fuck.
it's either I
What the
pay
heck?
rent or
Yeah.
I eat Five Guys.
Eat a bunch of fries.
So let's
Someone's
grade
always
these.
like, let's go to Five Guys, and I'm like, I didn't get a bonus. Like,
So we got to grade these like on taste and value because I'm a lot of people have hit Five Guys way up there, but it's just too dang expensive. Like Jerry was
It used to be worth it when they gave you like a bag of
fries.
fries.
do they
Like,
not do that anymore?
well,
I
don't
got
know,
a
'cause
lot
I
last
haven't-
time.
I haven't been there in forever because I can't afford to eat there anymore.
You used to
Yeah,
be
I
able
think
to-
they still do that.
Yeah, last time Alex and I went there last year because before you could get a drink.
It was a yearly event.
You could get a drink, you could get a burger and fries for about 15, 16 bucks, which is a lot for a fast
Right.
food place. But it's like, hey, that's like a restaurant burger, but I still feel like they're probably usually better
Yeah.
than restaurant burgers because all the restaurants here don't have McBurgers. But Alex and I went the other day, or not the other day, last year we went, and it was I think it was close to $24, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Are you freaking kidding me?" I
That's-
saw the
that's too
price, I was like,
much.
"You what?"
Yeah,
I was like, "No,
it's
we're
crazy.
We both said we're not coming back here. No,
So we
Terrible.
talked a lot about Five Guys. What's graded on a grading or a tier?
Oh, it's
if you wanna do a
delicious.
tier list. Where do you put it?
like out of 10 or just like a S tier. What are we talking?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
it's
talking
delicious.
Tiers, like an A.
An A.
I'm giving it a D. It can't because
Flavor?
you know why? Yes, because you know why their
Oh, they're
buns
putting
can't-
flavor, value, everything together.
Oh, everything together.
their buns can't handle my order because I always want grilled mushrooms,
I will say, yeah,
jalapenos, and
I do that
lettuce,
too.
the
and it
buns
just-
are terrible.
Now, here's the thing,
Yeah.
though. Here's what you do: you eat a Five Guys burger like a burrito. You unravel it, and it's amazing.
I don't do
I'm,
that.
Dude,
I'm
no.
not
It's
a
amazing.
freaking Californian.
Yeah, I'm not from
It's the
California.
best.
Best. You take the burger
It's-
out,
it's-
sir.
Richard
It's-
told me to do that. I was like,
Yeah,
"You shut
no,
your
I was
mouth,
like, you
Richard.
shut
Get
your
out
Not
of here."
one
sir.
good thing California has brought to us is
I don't
freaking unraveling
understand-
food, and it's great.
I
love it.
shouldn't have to. I want to just eat.
I don't understand what that even means. What do you mean by unravel the burger?
So
Yeah, it comes
Five
in a
Guys comes
10.
in foil. So like whenever
Yeah.
burritos are in like foil, you just unravel a bit, you eat, and you unravel as you go down.
okay.
And it keeps everything compact, no spills, messes, nothing, and it's great. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
like the
love
baby
it.
in a racer head. Once you
I
open it, it
love
goes.
it. Yeah, because
Okay.
you can't open a Five Guys burger; it goes everywhere.
So Michael gave it A class.
Okay,
Jeremy gave
that was
it-
before I realized we're counting price. If we're counting
Oh, okay.
price. I feel like the flavor might be worth it for occasionally. I'll go B for it.
Okay, B. Jared, what did you give it? D?
D.
Thomas, what are you going to give it?
For the price. Okay, like
Considering
All
everything.
together.
the taste is good, but the price, it has to go into a C tier for me. I'm sorry. Like, there's no way I'm paying $30 for a slightly better fast food burger.
All right, I'll give it
Awesome.
I'll give it a C. C tier.
C tier.
C tier.
You've lost
Okay.
my business.
Let's go back to the OG McDonald's.
Ooh,
Which one? Which burger are we getting?
That's true.
Big Mac.
I like a double cheeseburger.
I get
like-
a Big Mac like once a year, and it's fantastic.
I like a quarter pounder.
I feel like I get.
Okay,
something
for
different
the
every time I
sake
go.
of grading it, just get your favorite and
Okay.
grade that.
I think it's got to be an A, right?
A.
I feel
For
like
the value,
I feel like the
Although-
value. It's also super. McDonald's is
Mm.
pretty consistent. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not gonna knock your socks off, but it's not ever gonna be bad to me. Like I've never had a bad
Yeah.
McDonald's burger.
yeah.
Also, the pricing used to be a lot better too.
Yeah, the pricing used to be
Nowadays,
phenomenal,
Yeah,
but
it
now
was
it's like
ridiculous.
I don't even think they have the dollar menu anymore.
No.
I would say a B for me. Like,
I gotta give it an A.
Yeah, I'll give it an A.
feel like it earned it. You know, killing us,
It's
slowly,
just-
but we're
It
liking
fed me for years, dude.
Yeah.
It fed me for
Yeah,
years.
Whenever
it's
we
the
were-
one you can rely on.
Fridays when we had $5 to our names, we were like, let's
Oh my
let's
god,
just go eat.
you
some
could eat like a king, dude.
Dude,
Alex
man.
would get like
I think that's
7
why it's
double
lower now.
cheeseburgers.
Well, I used to get the doubles. Yeah, the $1
Mhm.
doubles. Those were great.
Mhm.
But now it's not worth to get doubles anymore. I'm like, might as well just get a quarter pounder.
And
Yeah,
if you used to go to South Plains, they used to have like cheap
Oh,
burger day. and you get,
Quarter
like,
cheeseburger
yeah.
day. Man. Yeah, it'd probably be S tier if it wasn't for the price going
Yeah.
up a little. All
So
right.
you guys are saying A, and I'm saying
Yeah.
B. So A.
Yeah,
Hey.
it rolls out.
Okay.
A.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's go with the eternal rival of McDonald's, and that is Burger King. What's your feelings on
I
Burger
get-
King?
I'm controversial. It's pretty cheap and it tastes cheap. I got to give it an A2. I like Burger
Really?
King. Yeah.
So
So
I almost never get the burger when I go to Burger King. I get the
Really?
chicken sandwich.
Interesting.
here's
the
my
long
thing.
ones.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, those
normally
are
because
good.
the only reason I go is because I have the coupon. It's the $2, or you get $2 and get 2 sandwiches, which are quite long, and there's a lot of food.
So
almost
I
never get
used
burgers
to
there.
be like Thomas. I liked the chicken there, but it has gone downhill. Burger King as a
has.
whole has gone downhill.
In the 90s, they were king, and
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, it's
amazing.
true.
The only thing edible now at Burger King is the burgers. Like the which one's their bacon one? The Big King one with the
They
bacon.
did have this A1 burger that I really liked, like back in the mid 2010s. It had the A1 sauce, and you had like the fried onions, fried French onions on there.
That was
that
good.
was good. It was messy as hell, but
Also, their
was
breakfast
good.
is good. I love their croissant, which
So if we're only talking Burger King's
I know.
burger, if we're only talking Burger King's burger, then I'm gonna give Burger King a B class.
I'd go B.
Michael,
C.
you don't like
I
Burger
don't
King
know.
at all.
I just don't feel like I would go D, but I feel like people say it's good because I don't think I've ever had a good experience.
no
at Burger
people
King.
hate Burger King.
I feel like
Really?
I've never had
Yeah.
a good experience there. The fries were always cold. The
the
burger-
fries are terrible.
The burger is
That's- fries are
just
terrible.
sopping with mayo. It's just sopping. I'm like,
Well, don't get
what is-
mayo.
I tell them no, or the I don't know. I've never.
You tell me yes.
no, no.
Like
The
it's a Burger King burger,
burger-
take it as it is. Yeah, we've already
In the
wrapped them.
burger, I've only ever had one warm Whopper ever. Like Whoppers are always cold.
Yeah,
I
so-
was so surprised when I had a warm Whopper. I was like, "What is this?"
It's a whole different item.
It's a new
Yeah.
food.
They make these warm. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's go to Wendy's, the classic square burger. Wendy's is pretty good, guys.
I love Wendy's.
Wendy's is good, but lately it's been, or I say lately, I've only been maybe like twice in the past year, but its consistency's dropped big time.
It used to be a lot better, and
It
I
used to,
feel
the quality
like
used to be there, and I'd be like, "This is
Yeah.
worth the money." Now I'm like,
feel like
it
they're-
was A. It's dropping B for me.
I feel like
Really?
they added more grease. Is that weird? Like
I
it
I don't
used to
mind
be
grease. I just want
fresh.
it to taste warm, but it's
Well,
like
it
I feel
used
like
to
it's
be
been
like
sitting now.
fresh and like yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It used to be like fresh and
Much
like
more
just
fresh.
came out, and now it feels like it's just been sitting in grease for
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
2 hours.
So I don't know what happened the
Mm,
past
like-
year, but I'm not about
So
it.
what are you guys giving it?
Honestly, it used to be an A tier for me, but now it's like C.
I'll go B. I'll go. I keep
It
my
used to
hope.
be S. It used to be S,
I
but
agree.
Really?
now it's a B.
Oh man, like a burger with a frosty and fries. Oh my god! But
I'm giving it an A because I haven't experienced this drop yet, so I'm okay.
But it's been like a weird drop on all fast food, but
yeah, when COVID hit, it really
yeah.
hit the quality. Anyone Jack in Box out there? Any Jack in Box
I've
guys?
never been.
Oh man,
Okay.
you're missing out.
What about Carl's Jr.?
Oh
Crack in the-
man, you're
crack in the
missing
box?
out.
Never.
No,
been.
you're
So
not.
I've been into
Carl's
Carl's Jr., but I
Jr.
need there.
Carl's Jr.'s is terrible, Mike.
No.
Carl's Jr. might be an S tier, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Carl's Jr.
God,
is
no.
good.
The,
Dude,
o- the
Carl's
only
is great.
experience I have is we did my parents coach volleyball. We did a fundraising car wash in front of a Carl's Jr. And that's the closest.
And you didn't smell it?
That's the closest proximity I've ever been to one.
It's kind of like Burger King. If Burger King was good,
Mm.
You have a Western burger that's really good.
I give it an F. I'm sorry.
I give you an F.
I hate.
I give you an
hate
F.
Carl's Jr.'s.
Hardee's isn't as good.
I'm so
They're
sorry.
the same
No,
thing.
Hardee's
but
sucks.
Hardee's sucks.
I've heard
and Carl's
Hardee's
is
sucks.
good.
That's weird. It's weird. They're the same company.
Yeah. Okay. Sonic.
Oh
Oh god,
food?
F.
We talking
F.
burgers?
Talk about a
Burgers.
decline. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
Sonic burgers are F.
Yeah.
They are-
They've
they
been,
are F.
they've been
They
F
are
since
trash.
forever. I've never liked. a
I've
Sonic
never
burger.
liked it's
No.
all lettuce.
It's
It's tomato.
lettuce and yeah, it's like it's soggy. The bun, no, F tier. I remember.
Okay,
Sonic.
Sonic food used to be one affordable and two pretty good. Now, no, it's all trash.
Let me give
Everything's
let me give
trash.
my story of me yelling about Sonic burgers in public. We were at the drive-in. I don't remember what we were going to see. I think it was for Corey's birthday, and it might have been Wally, which I've only seen that one time. I don't remember the movie.
And he just served a
Because
lot
of
of
this-
children.
because of this.
because of this. No, so we were talking about food or something like that, and then I can't remember. Someone brought up a Sonic burger, and I went on a tirade about Sonic burgers and how much I hated them. This was probably
Wow.
13 years ago. Finally, at the end of my tirade, I look over and this poor sap is sitting in front of his truck holding a Sonic burger, just looking at it. It's like, I'm so sorry. He's just like, he like literally had one bite into his Sonic burger. I was like,
Was he like, he's right?
why did I
I-
purchase this?
I don't mind Sonic. I'll give it a C.
Joseph,
A C, that's way too high.
Joseph,
A
they're
D, okay?
trash. They're trash.
It's
One of my
bad.
favorite things to get from there used to be an ocean water and mozzarella sticks. And
Mozzarella
now the
sticks.
But their
those-
snacks are
but
good.
they're
Chili cheese
ter-
dog? I
no,
love the
they're
chili
not
dog.
good
They've
anymore.
gone down. They don't melt.
They
They're
don't
just
melt. They are
solid cheese in there.
They're like solid. Yeah,
Really?
it's
I
bad.
haven't had a lot of fast food. lately.
You're blind, dude. This
I haven't had Sonic in a long time.
I've
He's
had
got a
this
Sonic
gift
card.
card on my desk for probably 2 years.
I'll take
Because
it.
I don't go to
It's free
Sonic.
food though. It's free food. I'll
Um,
complain about it, but it's free food.
Anyone
take
remember
it.
Steak and Shake? I had it like once.
I've had it once and it was good. I
Very
enjoyed it.
thin
It was
patties.
busy as heck,
It was
though.
all right. Yeah.
yeah.
What's funny is that I don't really remember it being great. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
a different kind of
Midwest
burger.
Yeah, it's a Midwest
Butter
steak burger.
I would put it at a C, maybe a B, but the thing is I just don't remember.
See,
Yeah.
it's not offensive. It's not great.
See. Okay. How about this? I'll throw you for a loop. Wiener Schnitzel's chili cheeseburger.
Don't even mess with me,
Never
dude.
had it.
It's great.
So good.
It's great.
It's weird. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I never order it because I go to Wiener Schnitzel for the all beef dogs, and I love those.
I've only been to Wiener
I never-
Schnitzel 3 times, I think.
You're
That's
missing
sad.
out, man.
Wiener Schnitzel's great.
Last
There was a
time-
time where I could just eat 5 chili dogs and be so happy.
Was it you that went with me, Jared, and they just kept giving us free stuff?
Yeah. I
No.
Oh, maybe who was it? I was with somebody. It was the last time.
The
we went to
one
Wiener
time
Schnitzel.
he goes to Wiener Schnitzel, he lucks
It
out.
was
Like,
late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he gets
no.
free things.
Like we got 4 extra corn dogs, 3 extra hot dogs. It was just
Oh,
he was just throwing
fuck.
stuff in the bag, and he's like, "You want this?" I was like, "Sure." I'm not gonna say no.
They're-
So we went home with
Dang.
bags of
dogs. They're
food.
corn dogs, man.
Probably
Oh,
Johnny. It was probably Johnny. I bet.
Okay.
What about
It all
Freddy's?
comes down to Freddy's. Okay, Freddy's.
I like
Freddy's is like steak
I'll go
and shake.
C for Freddy's.
When they had the hot dog burger combo,
That was great.
was-
yeah.
Do they
That was
not?
amazing.
Do they not have that anymore?
Not
I don't
anymore.
I
think
haven't been
so.
there in ages. I
That
have
was like
no
my
idea.
favorite thing.
That's the only reason to go. Honestly.
Yeah,
But they do have the best fries. I love
They
those
do have
cheese
fun
fries.
little fries. Yeah.
I'll go B.
I'm a giant.
Mostly because I like the combo more than anything else.
Yeah, I'll
B.
go with the B.
All right. Okay. It all comes
Uh-oh.
down to this. We
Uh-oh.
know it was coming.
It's gonna tip the scale really bad though.
Whataburger.
All right, Michael, go for it.
The Great Texas Burger. Unless we want to do Dairy Queen. We haven't done
Dairy
Queen.
Queen's an
That's a-
F.
Also trash.
F. That's like
It-
Sonic's
it-
bad cousin.
It
Just
used
like-
to be a lot better.
God,
Now
Dairy
it's
Queen's
just-
trash.
it's trash.
Even
Okay,
their
wait.
chicken strips used to be good, but now
Even
they're
their
trash.
I
Blizzards
like
are
their
trash.
chicken strips.
Dude, their
Just you like everything. You don't dislike any fast food.
their steak fingers used to be amazing, and now no, it's terrible.
I'll give it a D.
I'll give it a D.
F.
Okay. The Great Texas Burger. What a
Michael.
burger.
Say your
Mike-
piece.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say,
Michael,
go
get
for
it
it.
out.
Well, you guys
now.
have known that I've disliked Whataburger as long as I've had Whataburger. I've had many people try and get me to eat Whataburger and try the. Oh, you got to try the melted patty. You got to try the green chili burger. You got to try this. They have dragged themselves out of the hole by one item.
The onion rings.
Onion
They
rings.
have really good onion
They're
rings.
god
man.
tier.
I was like,
They are god
what
tier.
is this place of all places? I love onion
Although
rings.
I will
I'm on
say
the hunt
that-
for good onion rings, and they have great onion rings.
I will say, no matter what size you order, you still manage to get the same,
Same
of
amount.
onion
Yeah.
rings.
Yeah.
You can't order
The
a
small
large.
is the large. It's weird.
Yeah.
But- And I will say, like, I don't like Whataburger. I will never choose to go to Whataburger, but Whataburger's burgers aren't like disgusting. They're not gross. I'd rather have a Whataburger burger than a Burger King burger. So I'd probably throw this in C tier, honestly.
Oh man, that's
Wow,
sad.
that is a lot higher than I thought it was going to be.
It's higher,
Yeah.
but it's still sad to hear.
Yeah.
Because they're just
Okay,
they're
can-
not good though.
can- As the only native Texan, can I go on this one?
Sure.
Sure.
S tier. Like the only times, shut up. We let you go. The fact that I have never been dissatisfied with the amount of food I've gotten at a Whataburger is the best thing for me,
It's a
because the
Whataburger.
price is always like the thing. Like I'm sorry. I'm paying $10. I've been paying $10 for my number two with no cheese, lettuce, and mayo for like as long as I could drive. Like it's just that was the thing. The fact that it's open 24/7 and that you get the same amount of service as you always do, can't
It's not
knock
bad. I'll
that.
take that back.
Plus, they're
So-
open 24 hours. So you
just said
can
that,
go
though.
there late.
He just said that.
Oh, he did? I wasn't paying attention.
I will say, while you're talking, my head is trying to wrap around the idea of being excited to go to Whataburger. That is a baffling thought to me. To be like,
Whataburger is where you go when you're
Whataburger is where
hungry.
we're going.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That burger's thick.
Filling,
Thick.
yeah.
That's why I feel
Thick.
like even like the bread is heavy.
Yeah, it is.
fills you up.
Oh, it's a
very
dense.
quickly.
It's
I've
That's why I
never
was-
been. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
that's why I was shocked when it was the second healthiest burger.
That is
Because
surprising. yes.
eating it, it feels like you're gonna die.
I agree.
But that's the
And-
thing is that I'm never hungry when I leave a Whataburger. Like it's just when I go there, I'm going to be full, and
Yeah.
I've paid what I need to pay, and I'm satisfied. Also, they've had a range of burgers throughout the years that keep me interested. I actually like the patty melt. I don't like the cheddar. I like the what is the other cheese on there? Is it Swiss or is it Jack?
They do
Swiss.
use a
Is
Swiss.
it Swiss? I don't.
Yeah.
I like the Swiss, and I especially liked when they had the caramelized onions on there. That was pretty dope. But yeah, like Whataburger with a order of fries and a strawberry shake. That is like heaven.
I don't
me.
like their strawberry shakes.
Oh,
which
I
one do you
had last
prefer?
time we went and I had it. I don't know if they made it weird. It was like a weird syrup in it and stuff. Like it was super off. I don't know what the heck happened. So it was the last time I had one of those. I felt sick afterwards.
they have great specialty
Is it-
burgers, like Thomas was saying. They had one called a sweet and spicy burger. That one was really good.
That was good. Well, and also they're like, I will never. They haven't brought it back. Their root beer shake was like the best thing I've ever tasted from.
I
there.
thought
It
they
was-
always have that.
No, they only have the Dr Pepper shake.
Dr.
That's
Pepper.
Oh.
They had the root beer one for a while when I was in DFW, and I remember doing it because we would finish working like at 3 a.m., and like drag ourselves to Whataburger because we had like an hour and a half drive home. And I'm like, the only thing keeping me going is this 44-ounce Dr. Pepper or root beer shake. There's a lot of shake, but
I'm always happy with my green chili double and onion ring.
Mhm.
It's always a lot, and I'm happy.
I don't like the shakes. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
They're
I'm
not that
a big,
great
Not a big fan of the shakes.
because they're more of a malt, aren't they?
it's more of a malt. And the thing is,
Yeah.
I really like
It's
malts.
thick.
I like a really creamy shake. I'm giving it A class because it's a great experience. Has gone downhill just a tiny bit. They take forever, man.
They do. They take
They
a
do
lot
take
longer
it
now.
forever.
They'll take like an hour to make your meal. So that's gonna put it down to A class.
Speaking of special burgers, real fast, they have a chili cheeseburger. That thing is massive.
It's
Sounds good.
huge.
Oh, is that? Yeah, no. Is that you have the adult version and the kids version?
yeah.
right?
They
Yeah,
have
that thing
a
is
normal
huge.
person version and then like you're gonna die version. It's
That's the one they
insane.
put. Don't they put Fritos in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
No, because like
God.
Trevor ordered one. He's like, this is the adult one. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know how, but that burger is bigger than anything I've seen.
My dad ordered it and I was taking it to him. That bag was like a pound. I was like, holy crap.
I'm gonna take this to the gym really fast.
But again, that's like the biggest thing for me is the bang for your buck. You never overpay at Whataburger for me, honestly.
It's like an ad.
I'm gonna have to give it an S.
Approved.
You're giving an S?
S to
Wow.
Whataburger. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, me and Jared though have shared a lot of Whataburgers like at 2 a.m. when we have
Yeah.
nothing else
Stop
to do.
saying Whataburger.
I won't.
Killing me.
That's what it's pronounced. It's
That's-
water burger.
Yeah,
That's the Texas way.
That's the
You-
Texas way,
You,
Michael. Get over
you
it.
and Alex say it wrong. It's weird. I don't understand it. It's water burger.
Yeah, it's weird when you go, "What a burger?" I'm like, no,
It's just Whataburger.
No.
Whataburger.
You sound ignorant,
Whataburger.
Michael.
yeah.
God.
It's like when a northerner says
I'll lock
Lubbock.
you in those orange doors and burn it to the ground.
You can't. They're glass. I'll shatter it.
It's bulletproof glass. You think it's safe to be in there?
S tier for me would be P. Terry's, man.
Oh my god, that burger's good.
That is amazing.
It,
And
like,
their
takes the best from everywhere. It's amazing.
And the shakes are great too. We had the shakes
I had a
last time.
strawberry shake. The strawberry taste was insane. It was like more fresh than the actual strawberry. I was like,
I had
holy
the
crap.
cookies and cream, man. It was amazing. Oh, and they have Hawaiian punch as an option for a drink,
what?
and that is so great.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like some specialty, like Hawaiian punch shake mixed with this, but just the drink.
It's just Hawaiian punch. They got Hawaiian punch at the drink station.
That's not
It's
a plus
amazing.
or a minus, but that's something they
I
have.
haven't had a Hawaiian
So-
punch
Sugar.
like Gaddies or something.
If you're ever on the right side of Texas, check out P. Terry's because that place is amazing.
We'll do.
I wish I lived on that side of Texas because I love In-N-Out and P. Terry's.
In-N-Out, I had it recently. It's still good, but I think I put it only in the A class.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the great burger
I need a
discussion
burger really badly now.
of 2024. So let's get Michael out of here so he can get a burger. Let's go to our to-do list or whatever. We've never come up with a
To-do
great name for
list.
this.
To-do list.
For this
Homework.
Yeah, our homework.
Voluntary homework.
Michael, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I have very few items. The first one I continued making it so. Patrick Stewart's memoir. There are two little anecdote stories that I wanted to share that he put in there that are not really part of like the main story of his life, but just funny things he talked about. An actress he worked with that gave him what he says the secret sauce or the secret to curing hiccups, and he is not allowed to tell anyone. Not even his own family. So he tells a couple stories about one. He was at a furniture store and the poor hostess lady had hiccups, and he did this magical trick. Like he stares in the eye and says something. He's like, "Your hiccups are gone." And then like they went away, and he said that the friend that he was with, her husband, is like a super science guy, and they left. He's like, "How the hell did you do that?" He just freaked out. So now I really want to know this freaking secret to hiccups, because when I get hiccups, it's rare, but they don't go away for hours. They stay forever. So I need to know this secret, Mr. Stewart. Then his other story was, I called it too many potatoes. He's talking about how living on his own, because I got to the point where he went to drama school. He got out of drama school and is getting his first kind of jobs and everything. And now he's starting with a touring play going around the world at like 20 years old, which is crazy. Um, and so he's out shopping for the first time by himself. And he was like, I didn't know how many potatoes. He's like, I realized that at this point, I don't know what quantities to get of things because I would get them for my family and my mom would write down all the quantities. So I just pick it up and go. He's like, but what do you do for one person? He's like, is how many potatoes do I need to get? And he's like, and so I realized that a stone to them is 14 pounds. And so he
Wow.
and so he goes, I would like 8 stone of potatoes.
Oh my god.
God.
And like the guy at first, he said the guy like looked at him like, okay. And so they wheel out like bags and bags of potatoes. And he was like, and it was one of those moments where I just had to accept what I had done and take the potatoes because I couldn't admit that I didn't know how many potatoes to get. So he takes the potatoes back to his apartment. The apartment ended up being a disaster to stay in, and so he ends up leaving. And he was like, and I need to do it. I like what he called this. He called it an idiot check. So like, you know, that the last run through of a hotel or something that you go and you check on a bed to make sure. He calls it the idiot check, which I liked a lot. And so there's one cabinet he hadn't opened. It was under the bathroom. He's like, I didn't put anything in there. I didn't need to do anything. So, but I'll check it. Why not? So he goes and opens it, and he said that like snaking tendrils came bouncing out at him and enveloped him, and he had put the potatoes in there, and they just started like growing vines under his bathroom sink and attacked him whenever he was leaving.
My god.
I was like, that is one of the funniest. He forgot about the eight stone of potatoes that he had purchased, and I thought that was one of the greatest things ever. So I'm close to halfway through the book. I'll probably try and finish it this week because I'm doing a bunch of boring parts. No growling dogs. So yeah, very, very good. Then I did a rare rewatch for me. You guys know I don't rewatch movies very often, but there was a movie I saw a long time ago that I've heard people poo-poo on in recent times. And I was like, I remember really liking this movie. So I went and rewatched Super 8 this week. Not as good as I remember it being, but still a really good movie. I don't know why people poo-poo on it so much. It is more along the lines of like an E.T. or like a Steven Spielberg movie, like a kind of more kid adventure, when in my memory it was more horror than it was, which is kind of surprising to me. But good kid actors, had the eccentric personalities and everything. I enjoyed it. And Elle Fanning, forgot she was in it. She's adorable. Love her and all the new stuff she does. So that was the only movie I watched, and then I just continued Percy Jackson. I'm on episode 4 or 5 or something like that. Just realizing that I don't remember anything about these books. So I'm like, is that accurate? Everyone's saying this show is super accurate. It's good. I like the show a lot. It's very kiddie, like for their, you know, like I said last time. But visually awesome. Storytelling is great. Seems accurate from what I remember them going to Medusa and taking her head, but that's what just happened. And they're not making it like, I feel like the movies made it cheesy. I feel like, I don't know how they're doing it in the show, but it doesn't feel cheesy when they're going to all these mythical creatures in reality. When I feel like in the movies, it was like, oh, haha, we're going to make this whole weird. I can't remember who played who, but so far, good. That's all I watched, I think. Yeah.
Very nice.
Who's next?
I can go if you want me to.
Okay.
So starting this off, I watched Tetris because Joseph wouldn't shut up about it. So I was expecting this cutesy kind of fun like movie. I did not know that this was one man's like struggle to fight against communism,
espionage,
and I think he should like led with that, because at the end of the movie, I was going like, yeah, like basically, like, because yeah, I mean, I got a little tired of the retro aesthetic for a little bit. But then I got brought back to it when they had that chase scene in Moscow. I was like, this is great. I'm loving all of this. It's kind of a crazy story, to be honest with you. I knew that it was like embattled to get like the copyright from the Soviet Union. I didn't know how bad it was. And yeah, kind of a crazy story, but super enjoyable. I thought the casting was perfect, to be honest with you. I did love the bromance between the creator of Tetris and I can never remember the actor's name. I apologize. The guy who played Elton John.
No, you just thrown it out of my head too.
Tarragon something. But
Edgerton.
Edgerton.
Taron Egerton. There you go.
Taron Egerton. Sorry. I also did like so you're you're Danish. He's like, no, I'm Dutch. He's like, I'm from Amsterdam. And he's like, oh God. Anyway, but yeah, very, very enjoyable. I don't know if it would have made my list, but definitely this is a movie that you need to watch. It's great. Um, can't really say about this one, Asteroid City, Wes Anderson's newest one. Um, I think I didn't like this one at all, really. Um, some of the performances were kind of funny, but overall, like I feel like he didn't have anything to say in this one. And I was just like, okay, I really got nothing out of this one. Like, cause like all of his movies have either like a kind of like a philosophy on life or like a fun like adventure. I got nothing out of either of this one. It was just super depressing, and honestly, I didn't really like anybody. So, um, it was weird seeing Tom Hanks though and Steve Carell in a Wes Anderson movie. That was kind of shocking. Um, and then I decided to finally watch it, and I'd never seen this movie, Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio. This movie's amazing. I had never seen it before, and a lot of the gun tubers I follow, like this is like where they kind of pique their interest in gun culture and going back into the history of weapons and firearms. It's kind of this time in the 80s and 90s was kind of a pivotal point where weapons took a different turn from steel into plastic, and I see that a lot in this movie. It's very interesting. Also, the story itself is great. Um, Probably one of my favorite DiCaprio performances because he pulls off a South African really well. Um, and I'm always hesitant with Leo's accents because of what was that one? Gangs of New York. That was a terrible accent. I'm sorry, he cannot pull off an Irish accent whatsoever. It was terrible. And then kind of in the same realm, I watched Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis. It's kind of the same time as it's in Sierra Leone. I think it's in Sierra Leone. Uh, Kind of during the 90s, during a lot of the tribal wars, and it's just like this SEAL team that comes in and rescues a doctor. Really good movie. Directed by Anton Fuqua, which I just love saying that guy's name. Training Day, King Arthur, that kind of stuff. Um, and then I kind of wanted something a little more cheerful and not as sad and depressing as African Bush War. Um, so I watched Elemental, the Disney movie or Pixar movie. Um, this movie's great. I was surprised at how much I really love this movie. Um, it kind of hit kind of a nerve with me because it focuses on racial heritage and being part of uh like your country, but also trying to belong to your culture, and also how interracial relationships work. And that's always kind of a hit for me. Because it's weird when people don't understand what being biracial is, and you're just like, it's kind of weird. You can't really describe it. And you're like, oh, you're this. You're like, yes, but I'm also this thing. So don't really belong to each one. And I feel like this one really nailed it. Um, and then I watched Echo, which we reviewed. Um, I didn't know I was probably supposed to watch Hawkeye before this. Yeah. So I watched Hawkeye. Hawkeye's amazing. That show is great. That is like
Probably the
almost
best Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
honestly, I haven't really seen much that I've enjoyed as much as this. Like, I love that they gave him more of a grounding in reality. You know how we were talking about Echo's suit, and how it just looks terrible. His and Kate Bishop's suit look great. They look like athletic wear, like it's supposed to, and it's right out of the comic books. And it's that Hawkeye limited run, which I really liked, like him in New York, just hanging out in his apartment. Um, yeah, fantastic show. Speaking of Vincent D'Onofrio, he was great in this. I liked him as Boogaloo Boy, Kingpin, which is him in his suit. And freaking Haley Steinfeld, she's amazing.
She's
in this.
so
Holy
good,
crap.
man.
She is so good in this. Yeah, it was a great show. Then I've just started watching it. It's called Tulsa King with Sylvester
Stallone?
Stallone. Yeah. I'm like, oh, we made our way back to Oklahoma. Woo! It's fun. I'm liking it so far. It's kind of a fish out of water type thing because it's this Italian mobster, and he kind of gets banished to Oklahoma because
The Shadow Realm.
yeah, pretty much, yeah, Oklahoma. Yeah, you drive on those roads, you don't forget, man. Yeah, enjoying it so far. Kind of interested to see where it's going. And oh, go ahead.
We're never gonna have an Oklahoma fan base. They're gonna
They're
hate
just
us.
"Wait,
I know.
You don't want them, Jared. You kidding?
We want everyone.
Yeah.
Then some YouTube. Watch some Wendigoon. Just some of his old stuff, like his Backrooms one is a great episode. And then do you know? So you guys know who Katie Stackoff is, right?
Mhm.
So she has like she played Bo-Katan in Mandalorian, the leader.
Oh, okay.
Well, so she was famous from Battlestar Galactica before she got onto Star Wars. Well, Sam Witwer was also on BSG for a very limited time, and apparently they became friends, and then they're both involved in Star Wars. So she actually hosted him on a podcast, and it's hilarious. Like these two are one, they're very very nice people, but they're also like the biggest nerds of all time, and the fact that they're very much inside of their own like nerd culture is great because they talk about like story consistency and how it's like, yeah, people don't understand that. Well, the reason they like sci-fi is because it's a really good story, and if you don't have good stories and it's just stupid, like who likes a stupid sci-fi movie? Um, but it is very charming. It's a great episode. It was just a lot of fun to watch. And then the last YouTube thing I really watched was Soviet Womble. He's this gamer guy, and he decided to try his hand out on video essays, and he has one about the forest. It's like 3 hours long. It's really good. So that's all I got.
All right, Jared.
What I watched, not much movies or TV, just caught up on Zom 100. They have all 12 on Hulu. Really good. Just always surprised by the production value in that show. There's like some. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if you watched that new anime that everyone's talking about. The
Which one?
Solo Leveling.
Oh, I haven't seen it,
There's,
but
like,
I
two
hear
episodes,
people
like,
are
yeah,
liking
people
it.
were going crazy about it. I was like, it looks cool. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, just surprised by the production values. I mean, some episodes look like movie quality. And then just some YouTube. A channel called Chilling Scares. He had a video, 6 strangest websites on the internet, and there was some. I haven't seen a lot of them, and there were some interesting ones. And then there's a guy called Sacro, or I think that's how you say it. SA and then CROW. But he had some videos exploring the abandoned internet. He just goes to old websites that have been kind of dropped. They're not serviced anymore and stuff like that. Um,
Have you been to any of those game tip websites, like from like the early 2000s?
no, not in a long time.
Okay.
Game
Those are kinda-
facts.
Yeah.
yeah, like those are kind of creepy now, like because like somebody like still like posts every now and then. You're just like, who are you?
These videos are more about like RuneScape kind of games. Just browser games that are still up but not really managed or anything like that. And there are some people in there, and it was kind of creepy. And then
Like
last time
the Halo 2 servers that were still online.
last time I mentioned Alex Yard and how he does music theory, focused on like video game music. Well, he recommended a channel called 8-Bit Music Theory, and he had a video called Why Animal Crossing Sounds So Nostalgic, and he just goes over the music theory behind Animal Crossing music. And music theory is always pretty interesting to me, and it's just fun to watch. And And then I got some random ones that I was just watching during work one day. Duncan Clark's The Philosophy of Color. So he starts off the video of like, most people think about cold when they see blue, and then like think about heat when they see red and white. Um, and then like rain is usually nature based and stuff like that. He said a lot of cultures don't actually feel that way, except for the hot and the cold one, and he just talks about that. That was pretty interesting. And then a really random one was Josh Barrett. He was talking about the dark side of unrealistic male body standards. So he was talking about a lot about body dysmorphia, especially amongst like bodybuilders, and just like the unreal expectations males have, like being exposed to like comic books and stuff like that, how they're all jacked and stuff like that, and how it really messes with your psyche if you're into that. Um, and it's very hard. It's very disturbing. I don't know the right word. I'm just gonna say disturbing the lengths people will go to achieve those, like the whole synthol stuff where they pump their
Ew, that's
body full of
disgusting.
oil to fake the look of giant muscles. And then this one guy, they're talking about how he requested to have like bones cracked for the perfect jaw, and then just like extensions to make him
Jesus.
taller. And I was like, good lord, just be happy with what you got. But it was a pretty interesting video, and I enjoyed it. But that's all I watched this time.
All right. Okay, my turn. So they announced there's going to be a Beverly Hills Cop movie, new one on Netflix. It's the fourth one. So I went back and I'm like, which do I like better, Beverly Hills Cop or 48 Hours? So I kind of compared those two. I think 48 Hours is the better movie. Beverly Hills Cop's funniest thing you can't even say on the internet anymore. So I don't know how they're gonna make another one, but young Eddie Murphy, a funny guy. 48 Hours though has Nick Nolte's going for it though. So buddy cop between those two, can't beat that.
Comprehensible Nick Nolte. So you actually understand him.
Yeah, true. I don't mind not understanding him, but
Where's the vodka?
Yeah, 48 Hours maybe not as funny, but it's like the plot's better and the story's better. Then I continued with the Reacher. They're on episode 7. A little girl took his Clark bar and he got really sad. They fought over some cocaine. It's a pretty cool fight. This was a really good episode. A lot of stuff. It's because it's like the penultimate one, so a lot of stuff's going down. And then the end had soul coughing. So I'm like, oh, people still remember that band. So it was good. It was a good outro for the episode. Then I needed something to watch with my mom, which is always the hardest watch because she's very PG and like they drop an F bomb, you never hear the end of it.
That's why I'm not allowed back at your house. Dang it.
So we watched Mr. Monk's Last Case, which is the Monk movie. I have never seen an episode of Monk, but it wasn't too hard to figure out what was going on. She said the show's better than the movie. And
Usually how it
it's
goes.
yeah. And she said all the
She was like, F this movie, the show's better.
This movie Evan sucks.
She said all the cast looked older now, and
Happens.
it was surprisingly. I thought it was just gonna be goofy, but it dealt with like the guy's like thinking about ending his life because he didn't
It's
go
not
exactly,
clean enough. Oh,
didn't go exactly how he planned it. So it was surprising that they dealt with that in a Monk movie, but they did. Um, and then just today I watched The Holdovers, which probably would have been on my list if I would have saw it last year. It's very good. I love the marketing of this movie because it made it seem like an old 70s movie. It's very throwback to those kind of movies. It's a drama. It was very deep, which is not what you could say about movies nowadays, because there's lots of just they do a lot of character building for Paul Giamatti's character, just through what they say, and they don't really like show it. So he's like a character who's dealing with. He had a setback early in life. He was a very promising student, very smart, but he had the setback, and then a friend helped him out. But in helping him out, he also kind of stifled his growth as an intellectual, as a person. Um, and at the end, it kind of like he kind of, even though he's older, he kind of like steps out into better, better pursuits, what he might have not have done. And they do all this without telling you, because nowadays they would just tell you
Yeah.
that it's like, oh, I didn't grow because I was stuck at this school, and so it was very good. It's not like the best movie I've ever seen, but it's definitely good for last year, and it probably would have been on my list.
Did you
Um,
figure out the secret of his eye?
No, they did bug me the whole time though. I was like, and then the funny part is, so these are kids that have to stay over Christmas break because they have nowhere to go. It reminded me, I had to stay. I didn't have to. I chose to stay on spring break one time on campus. So I was in college because I wanted to finish a paper. Um, and it was fun for me because I didn't have no one watching me, so I was just like, campus is empty. I could go anywhere, walk around and stuff like that. But for them, it's kind of sad because they take away the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they took
That's
away-
all.
Oh, that's what you were. That's what you were texting about. I couldn't figure. I couldn't figure.
I
out
thought you
what
meant at your work.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
thinking
didn't
about.
put that together at all. That's
And then for
funny.
some reason, I was thinking of freaking. It's like the children love the books.
That's what I
That-
put.
that's
The
what I thought
children
you
love
were-
the tree.
Tree. I was just like, what are they talking about?
So
That's
they have
funny.
to stay over Christmas, and they're like, "Why are you taking our tree?" And they're like, "Some of the school paid or gave it back to us, so we're gonna sell it." So yeah, I did have little funny parts like that, but it was really good drama. So definitely check that out if you're into drama movies. And that's all I have for this time. So like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we will be back next time. See ya.
I got something in my eye.
Recording